What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is BTD Gaming, and I'm here today to just do some kind of a discussion and talk about sort of what's going on and just my thoughts on some things. So today there was a spoiler leak, whatever you want to call it, of some cards that's going to be in the upcoming structure deck Cyber Strike. And there's some really good ones, and as you can see, the obvious one sticking out here is Infinite Impermanence. Infinite Impermanence has been, at worst, a side deck staple for a couple years now, and it's still seeing a lot of play today. There's also some good reprints like Overload Fusion, Cyber End Dragon, some Kaijus, Fusion Deployment, so pretty cool stuff in this structure deck. But this video isn't about this structure deck by itself, it's about everything kind of surrounding it, and some things I and a lot of other people are kind of noticing about this trend that's been going on for quite a while now. Alright, so naturally, because a card like Infinite Impermanence that's, been on the more expensive side since it came out, yes, there's been a couple reprints of it, but still on the pricier side for a while, people are going to want to get this structure deck for Infinite Impermanence. That's a big reason why people will buy this. You think back to the structure deck called Soul Burner, which had a lot of the Salamangrates in it, and it had Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, and people swarmed to get that structure deck just to have that hand trap. Alright, so that's kind of what's going to happen here. More people are going to want to buy this structure deck, and that's fine. That's good. I'm happy that a structure deck like this is having a card like Infinite Impermanence in it. That's a great thing. I think more structure decks need to do this. But here's the problem. Because so many people are going to want to buy this structure deck probably, and it's probably going to be in high demand, alright, we're going to see an issue with markups. Alright, and this isn't a new problem. And when I say markups, essentially that means retailers or sellers of this product raising the price of it above its retail value, above its MSRP. Alright, so if we were to look at the Cyber Strike product on Yu-GiOh's website, right, it says right here $9.99 per box. The MSRP, the retail price of this product, is $9.99, which that's typical for a structure deck. That's kind of where it usually falls. It never really gets less than that, never really gets more than that. $9.99, $10 per box. Alright, now the second these spoilers came out, something happened. If we were to go on eBay, for example, and eBay isn't always the best place to look, but this sort of represents what's going on the more local level at card stores and card shops. Alright, you can see that this pre-order of Cyber Strike, alright, this is a different country's price, is approximately, says $13.47. Alright, so it was marked up. Alright, this seller, who isn't a retail store like Target or Walmart, is selling this product for more money than the original intention was, for more money than the price tag that Konami put on it. And you're probably thinking, but it's only $3. It's not a big deal. Alright, well, here's the thing. For a product like this, maybe it's not the biggest deal, but the thing is, for most people, you want to buy 3 of these. 3 of these structure decks, so you have 3 copies of each card. So instead of your 3 copies of the structure deck being a hair under $30, alright, next thing you know, you're spending more in the $40 range for 3 structure decks. That's $10 more, give or take, than you would normally. Okay? Maybe to some people that's not a big deal. Alright, but let's look at this at a much bigger scale. Alright, the more, I don't want to say more important, but probably the more important product being released is the 2021 Megatins, the Tin of Ancient Battles. Alright, this actually was released in OTS stores today. I believe it's going to be released in retail stores tomorrow, and the MSRP of this product is $19.99 per tin. $19.99 per tin. So, $20, depending what sales tax is and all that stuff. Alright, but if we were to go to eBay for this one, you see this particular seller is selling a tin of Ancient Battles for $26.48. Alright, now, it has free shipping, and don't let them fool you, because there might be some that say $20 but then have $5 shipping or $6 shipping. Alright, so that's kind of where they're getting you. Alright, so this was marked up $4, $5, $6. Alright, and again, maybe to some people, an extra $5 for a tin isn't that bad. But what if you're buying multiple tins? So here's a little story, okay? If you remember, the day that the Tin of Ancient Battles card list was leaked online, alright? It was a big day, people were going crazy that the card list was leaked. I was in the process of buying a case of these. I am going to open on this channel, by the way, so stay tuned for that. Buying a case, and luckily, thank goodness, I was on Twitter, and I saw, literally seconds after the post came up, the leaks of the cards. So right when that happened, I immediately went to the seller and bought the product at the original price, which the case price more matched up with what the MSRP would be. And I kid you not, minutes after that, or maybe not even that, maybe like an hour or half hour after that, I go back just to look, and the price of cases increased by, at minimum, $100. I saw $100 increases, $110, $120 increases, all because the cards in this set were leaked, and there are some good ones, not just some good reprints, but the inclusion of Crossout Designator, which is going to be a meta-relevant card moving forward. Alright, so the price of this product increased a lot, and the price of a case of this product, which is 12 tins, increased significantly. I was one of the lucky ones who was able to buy it at its more original price, because I bought it literally the second the card list was leaked online. So I was lucky there. But yeah, and you're probably asking, well, okay, so what's the point of this? Alright, what's the point of this video? What's the point of talking about this stuff? And why is this happening? Alright, and you're probably also thinking, okay, if you have such a problem with private sellers marking up prices so much, then why don't you just buy from a retail store? And don't get me wrong, card shops, private sellers, at least in this country, are well within their right to mark up prices. They can mark up the price however they want. Alright, it's a free open market. Alright, they can mark up the price however they want, and that just depends on how or if people will buy it. Okay, so you're thinking just buy it from a retailer. But here's the problem. There has been such an issue in regular retail stores, chain retail stores like Target and Walmart, for example, of stock for products like this. If you go back, I made a video of me literally going to a Target and 2 Walmarts in my area, right? Going to all 3 of these places, and none of them having anything Yu-Gi-Oh related, at least official Yu-Gi-Oh product, nothing. Alright, and I kind of explained in that, where what happens is, people go in the morning, buy up all the stock before everyone else can, will buy everything in bulk, and then sell it, and then mark everything up, and then they'll make a profit off of it. You see this happening a lot with game consoles too, with Xbox and PlayStation. People are buying up all the stock and then selling them at a ridiculous price. Alright, and that's happening with trading cards, and there are a lot of retail stores that aren't even selling trading cards right now, or they're really limiting them. So, for me at least, and for a lot of other people, buying these cards at a retail store for its original retail price isn't even an option. Okay, and the sellers know this. The sellers know this, which means there is now an increase in demand. Yes, this is kind of a business lesson for you. When demand increases and supply is low, the price of the product increases. And that's just kind of how it works. Alright, the sellers know this, and that's why they're so quick to mark these up, and they're not really worried about it because people will buy it because there's nowhere else to buy it right now. You can't buy it at retailers consistently. So that's why you're seeing markups of these products, all right, before they're even out. And of course, that does start with the question of, well, are leaks and spoilers a good thing? Are they the cause of this? Yes and no, they kind of are. Because once people see what's in the set, then they're more incentivized to raise the price because people are excited. Oh, wow. Look at everything that's going to be in the set. It's amazing. I think back to Ghost from the Past. Ghost from the Past, I did not like that set. It wasn't a good set, but because of the hype surrounding it, because of the chase cards in there, the price of that bad set was increased quite a bit, and it made it a lot harder to get, and people couldn't get them at retail stores for the most part. Now, for some of you, that might not be a problem. All right, some of you, your Target or Walmart, wherever you live, might have stock out the wazoo, and that's fine. But there's a ton of places, especially in this country, that don't have access to those things. So this has become a problem. All right, this has become a big problem, and I fear what this is going to do to the Yu-Gi-Oh community as a whole, right? Because now the price of getting these products, even before they release, before they're even on shelves, the price is already increasing. And at least in my opinion, that just doesn't sound very fair. That before this product hits shelves, the prices are increasing. And I'm sure that same thing's going to happen with the upcoming core set. Was it Burst of Destiny? Yeah, Burst of Destiny. I'm sure the same thing's going to happen with Burst of Destiny, where people are already predicting, wow, this set's going to be crazy. This set might change the game. So the price on this set could increase a lot, maybe even before the product is released. And there's a ton of evidence showing that this could happen. Another thing that's concerning, and this is something that people just sort of realized, is that Battle of Chaos was just announced for the TCG, and it was announced that's going to be the first core set, core booster set of 2022. Now, this is going to be $4.19 per pack, as compared to the $3.99 per pack price tag that former booster packs were. So not only is the secondary market sort of out of control right now, but now these retail prices are starting to go up. So my big concern is Yu-Gi-Oh is already an expensive game to get into. Alright, think of it from a single standpoint. Okay? You have a card like, let's say, Magician Soul for a second. That card's about a little over a year old now. That card, because of its how good it is, the fact that it's a Dark Magician support, it's a high rarity, okay, and there's only one printing of it, that card hasn't left the $80 to $110 price range, right? And it won't until it gets reprinted. All right, so that's already an issue with singles. The price of singles have gone up a lot, and they keep going up, especially once ban list time rolls around. You see how prices get jacked up during ban list time, when people are predicting the ban list and when the ban list comes out. All right, and then you have the secondary markets marking up prices on these products, right, before they're even hitting the shelves based on what is leaked that is in these sets. So that's become expensive. That's been expensive, but I feel it's getting worse. Okay, and then you have Konami, all right, now raising the prices on individual booster packs. You're probably thinking, well, that's only 20 cents. That's not a big deal. But see, that's just inflating the price, which means the secondary market can charge more as well. So everything is just going to keep getting more and more expensive, and that's kind of my big concern here. I think this is a big problem, is the price of Yu-Gi-Oh. And again, like I said, for secondary markets like card shops or people selling on eBay or people selling on TCG Player, they're within their right to do this. They're within their right to sell the product, resell the products however they want. They buy cases from Konami of the product and they sell it at their store. And if they want to increase the price, they can. Doesn't mean people have to buy it, but they're within their right to do that. But see how this all kind of connects? The biggest reason why they're more incentivized to do that is because less and less people can actually buy the product at retail stores. So these secondary sellers are really the only option. All right, and that's a dangerous game to play. A very similar issue is going on in Pokemon too. All right, that's a very dangerous game to play, and I'm just very concerned that the price of Yu-Gi-Oh is just going to keep increasing as this goes on. I know this was a bit of a ramble, but it's just I saw this today, and when I saw Infinite Impermanence leaked for Cyber Strike, I was like, whoa, that's so cool. Cyber Strike should be a cool structure, that cool idea. Cyber Dragon's a popular dark Sidra dark whatever it's called. That's a cool idea. People love these cards, and they get a staple in the deck as well. That's awesome. But then I saw immediately prices were being marked up for this product, and I think that's a big problem. Yeah, I think retailers need to do better having stock for this stuff, and I get it. With everything going on in the world, there's work shortages, there's delays. Nothing is easy right now with that stuff, but this could potentially be a pretty big problem for not just Yu-Gi-Oh, but other card games or collectible cards in the future. So that was really all. I would love to hear what you think about this. Am I being too dramatic about the whole thing? Am I being too over the top, or do you agree? Do you think this is a huge issue? Do you think it's been a huge issue for a while that's only getting worse and could keep getting worse as time goes on? I would love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, so that's really it. Be sure to like this and subscribe and all that. And I will see you on the next one. Later.